Diamondback terrapins come to Poplar Island every year in order to lay their eggs in our great restored habitat. But sometimes they get a little confused and think that our construction areas make for a great place to bury their eggs. So you might be wondering, what happens then? Hello everyone, this is Christina again. I just heard a message over the radio from one of our construction equipment operators that there is a terrapin trying to lay eggs right in their pathway. Now this sometimes happens during nesting season, and all the workers on the island are on a high alert to keep a lookout for turtles that make their way into places that are not safe for them or their nest. If anyone sees a turtle during this time, they will call on our project partners, the Terrapin researchers with Ohio University, or the Turtle Crew, to remove the turtles and find the nest. Having everyone on the lookout for nesting terrapins helps the Turtle Crew get a more accurate idea of the population here on Poplar Island. If a nest is in an area that is not safe because of construction traffic, it will then have to be relocated. And if you look at this picture that the Turtle Crew sent me, you can definitely see why this is not the safest place for burying her eggs. Luckily, we have just a place to relocate them. Professor Rosenberg was able to get to the nest and will bring it to what we've nicknamed the Turtle Garden. So, let's go see how these nests are relocated.
Hi everybody. Every once in a while out here on Poplar Island, we have a turtle that lays a nest in an area where there's a lot of heavy machinery moving around, and the construction folks out on the island will be potentially digging that nest up or running over it. So we've established a nursery, which is essentially an area where we relocate those nests. So don't relocate a lot of nests. We try to leave as many of them in place as possible, but as you saw from the picture earlier, this particular nest was in a place where it would have been run over by dump trucks. And so we've dug it up. I've got the eggs right here in a plastic bag, and what we're going to do is recreate the nest exactly like we did, like the female had created the nest out in the wild. So I'm going to start digging a nest hole here, and we'll try to get it the exact same depth as the female had done. And this particular nest was 15 centimeters deep, so we're pretty close to that. Take a ruler and just double check real quickly. There, we got to go about another centimeter down. Perfect. So when we move eggs, we try to move them with a lot of sand. The reason we do that is to try to keep the eggs as moist as possible. The pliable shells eggs, the shells on the eggs, like I was explaining to you earlier, are very susceptible to moisture loss. Good, 12 eggs. Now what we do, just to make sure, move the eggs. Put some water. Water on top of it. Normally what the female does in the wild is that she actually pees on the nest to make sure there's plenty of moisture in the nest. So us dumping the water on top of this translocated nest is sort of trying to replicate that process.
Once Willem labels the flags with the nest number and date the nest was found, they are placed around the mesh screen. Like all the nests found on the island, the Turtle Crew will monitor these relocated nests until the hatchlings emerge. The Turtle Crew will then collect all the data they need and release the hatchlings as close to the original nesting site as is safe. In the meantime, workers and visitors to the site enjoy an up-close and personal look at the terrapin nest. Sometimes, if the time is right, We're lucky enough to even be able to see the hatchlings right after they emerge. We were able to find this nest right as the female terrapin was laying her eggs. So we were able to capture her for processing, where the turtle crew will collect the data that they need. But that'll be for next time.
So we always get this question, what's the difference between the yellow-green flags and the pink flags?
We ran out of pink flags today.